Hey, welcome. You are watching Live Chat with your host, Amina. It is my pleasure to be hosting you here on this channel today. You are very welcome. Whichever part of the world you are joining me or tuning in today, God bless you. Listen, there has been something just kind of sitting so heavily on my heart this entire week, and I just want to bring it out. I just want to let go of it so that I can have some peace. And I want to call this segment the difference between being intertwined and entangled. We're going to dig deep into that and we're going to talk about that. So hopefully it will bless somebody, okay? So listen up. So we're specifically talking about relationships, okay? Relationships. Talking about the difference between being intertwined with somebody and being entangled with somebody. There is a difference. When you're entangled with somebody, now naturally the word entanglement is not always a positive thing or a positive expression or a positive definition. Usually you're entangled with something that you never meant to be tangled up with in the first place. Okay, so when we take that and we talk about relationships, there are relationships that even some of you have been in or even are right now, and you're entangled in that relationship. You're entangled because maybe that relationship is not for you, or obviously that relationship was not for you. That's why entanglement happened. Entanglement happens when you join yourself with somebody. Maybe even before marriage, you have lived with that person, you have had sex with that person before marriage, and now you find yourself caught up. And often when you're entangled, it becomes very difficult to leave such relationships. And in fact, such entangled relationships become very toxic for your soul and can also lead to ungodly soul ties. I'm not going to talk about that today. There are places on the net, other videos that you can find out exactly what that means. But it's an entanglement of the soul and otherwise. Which is, you don't want that relationship, because sometimes you come to that term where I don't even want to be with this person. But somehow there's this pull towards them and I just can't stop. You know, that's when you're looking more into a soul tie. And a lot of these entangled relationships become soul ties, ungodly soul ties. There's something called good and healthy soul ties as well. But, you know, you've given yourself up to a man who you guys don't get along. There's no chemistry, but maybe he's just the fallback option. Maybe he's the rebound option. Maybe you have tried looking for somebody who you thought who you just wanted to get along with, hang out with, and this was the only person available. So you found yourself entangled in this relationship. Again, a lot of times these relationships are very toxic. So if you are in a relationship where you're entangled, you need to get out. You need to get out of there, hopefully before it becomes an ungodly soul tie. Okay, it's very important for you to pinpoint what are the wrongs. You need to spell out the cons of this relationship. That's how you know if you're entangled. And many times you don't even have to spell out. You just know it. You're just uncomfortable with this union. There's stress on your head. You know, you don't know what's going to happen the next minute, the next time you guys get together, the next time you guys are on the phone. A lot of times relationships that are entangled, you know, one of the people or one of the persons involved in this relationship are very controlling. They can be manipulative. You know, they make you feel sorry about things that you didn't even intentionally do, or you didn't mean to harm them. You know, so you become entangled in this relationship. And if you are there again, I suggest find a way out of it, because it's not for you, especially if you are engaged to that person. All these feelings that you're feeling, these are red flags. Do not avoid red flags. Do not avoid red flags. If somebody's trying to convince you that you guys are meant to be, that you're meant to be with them, You shouldn't have to convince somebody. I should already know. Somebody doesn't have to convince me that I need to be with them. I should already know. Something in me should already say that, yes, this is the person that I want to be with. I love being around them. They're good for me. They're healthy. They're a healthy relationship. They bring abundance into my life, not take away, not feed my insecurity, not feed my fears, not trying to control me. Okay? Now I want to go and talk about intertwined relationships. Now, this is the goal, to have a relationship where you guys come together as one. The Bible talks about that, and the man shall leave his mother and father and come together with his wife, and they shall be what? One. This is a godly thing. This is a good thing. This is a healthy relationship. This is what you want in a marriage, is being intertwined with somebody. Now you can be opposite from them and still be intertwined. That's why there's that saying that opposites attract, right? Opposites attract. They click, they come together. So there's a way you can be opposite and still be intertwined and not find entanglement. Okay? So this is the relationship that you are aiming for. The one you feel secure. You feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you have to impress anybody. You don't feel like you have to act like you're somebody else just for them to like you or for them to be happy with you. There's no pressure on your life to change or to do this or to do that. I was reading a biography or a story or a testimony of a woman, very beautiful young woman in her high school years. She had the popular guy in this school. He ended up liking her, and she was just so blown away that, oh my goodness, this guy, Mr. Popularity, has come and he has chosen me among other young ladies in the school. But as they came together and as they started to date, he started to make comments like, oh, why don't you do your hair like this? Or why don't you dress like that? Or you're putting on too much weight and all that kind of stuff. And so what that did, she became entangled in this relationship. It became a very toxic relationship. It harmed her spirit. It harmed her self-esteem. And she began to look on the inside of her and began to claim that she wasn't good enough. And that started her downfall. And she became very bulimic. It was just crazy until much later on in her life that she recovered and she gained that which she lost because of this toxic relationship or this entanglement with this wrong man. Okay? So you want to be intertwined. You want to be free. Okay? Who doesn't want to be free in the relationship to say what they want to say? It doesn't mean that you won't have arguments in a relationship. That's okay. It's okay to have healthy arguments. It's okay to have what some might call heated fellowship, right? But the beauty is being able to work through it. When you're intertwined, you come together and you honor one another. You respect one another's opinions. You lift up one another. Both parties are involved here. Both parties are saying, how could I be a better spouse, or how could I be a source of encouragement or inspiration to my better half? Okay? So this is the kind of relationship that you want to see. So if you're single out there, I just wanted to encourage you with this word, or if you're dating or you are about to get married, just consider this. There's a difference between being intertwined and entangled. Intertwinement being the key goal. If it's not happening, don't force it. You cannot force to be intertwined with somebody. It comes naturally. It comes getting to know somebody and spending time with that person and realizing, yes, this person is my style. They're just my type. Okay? So again, be blessed by that message. I hope that was just something that was on my heart and I just needed to release it. So I don't know if it's speaking to somebody. I'm sure it's speaking to at least, even if it's just one person. That's okay by me.